I had to do it. I picked up 2 new Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks, and these are the long wear waterproof cream eyeshadow sticks by Bobbi Brown, and I'm so excited to show you. I picked up Espresso and Forest Green, and then I had to pick up this Clinique blush. This is the Clinique Black Honey Pop Blush. I'm so excited for today's video. So let's get started because we have a lot to cover. Okay, anything that's on my face, I'm gonna have linked down below, but let's get started. So you guys know how much I love my Bobbi Brown sticks. I have 3 shades. I have Taupe, Cinnamon, and Bark. So Bark is the darkest one. So I do have a video on this. I'm not going to play with this today. However, I will swatch them and compare them to the new ones. These are the matte ones and these are the shimmer ones. I don't know. What do you guys want to start with? The Bobbi Brown or the blush? Should we put blush first on? Yeah, let's quickly put the blush on. This is the Cheek Pop Blush Pop 17 in the Black Honey. It's so cute. This is the shade, and this retails for $39.50 Canadian. It's $29 US, and it's so pretty. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It comes into, I saw it on the Sephora US website, 5 shades, but on the Canada website, I saw 11 shades, which is strange. It's supposed to be a natural, vibrant blush and has a powderless finish. Now, the only problem with this, what I'm worried about, is the packaging. It reminds me of the Tower 28. I really hope it's stronger and it won't crack and break. I'll be disappointed if it does. But it's supposed to be a very silky smooth blush. It's made in Italy. So let's go ahead and apply this on the cheeks and get a little bit of rosier cheeks. Let's go with my beautiful blinked brushes, F5. And it's quite tiny. I was expecting a little bit bigger, but let me swatch it too. So pretty. First, I don't know if I want to wreck it. Okay, I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see it up close. It's so pretty. The design, I just love it. And then I'm going to put my finger through it and then swatch it. Ooh, look at that pigment. Barely touched the nice blush. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. This brush is stained, so it doesn't have product in it. So don't worry if you see it a little bit more pink. So this is the Black Honey type of blush. You know, I have a lip gloss and a lipstick in Black Honey, and I really wanted this blush for so long, and I finally picked it up. Look at that. Where's mine? It feels very lightweight. It gives the nice sheen, very similar to the Dior blushes from what I see and feel. You guys have this blush? What are your thoughts on it? I want to own more shades because I'm actually loving it. Look at that nice sheen. I'm going to zoom you in. So look at that beautiful, healthy glow. Oh, wow. It's so pretty. And then the design of the flower is still there. Gorgeous. And it looks so nice and pretty on the skin. Very healthy looking, not powdery, it's not too shiny, but it has a very nice glow to it, exactly like the Dior blushes. That's what I'm getting from this. So it's definitely very silky smooth and powderless. Pretty. Definitely recommend this one. Let's move on to the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks. I got 2 shimmers in here. I got the Forest shimmer and then the Espresso one, and they retail for $40.50 Canadian, and that's like $33 US. They apply and blend with ease. They are smooth. It's a creamy formula. You can apply them with a finger or a brush. They're waterproof, long lasting. I actually wore this in Hawaii. I went swimming with them and they lasted all day long, up to 24 hours in heat. Went swimming with them, like I said. They don't settle in any of your creases on your eyes. They don't crease, they don't flake, and they also don't smudge. You have enough time to work with them. You can blend them with your finger or brush. So let's apply them both ways. I'm going to start with a finger and then I'm going to use a brush as well. Okay, so here I have Cinnamon, Taupe, and Bark. And I'm gonna swatch the other two here. I wanna see if the espresso one is very close to the bark one. So let's start with the forest one. This is a shimmery forest green. Yeah, so definitely see the shimmer in there. It has exactly the same formula as the other ones, except you see some shimmers in there. So pretty. And then here is the espresso one. Very, very creamy, very emollient. So here's the espresso one. So I put it close to bark so you guys can see. Let me bring it up close. So here's a close-up of them. You can see that the espresso one has a little bit more of a reddish undertone, but let me put them in sunlight, and I'm gonna use my phone so you guys can see how they actually look in sunlight as well. Okay, so you can see in sunlight we have the shimmery green, the forest green on the left. These are the two new shades right here, and you can see the shimmers in them, and the espresso one. And then here we have the old ones, which are more matte. You don't see any shimmers in them. So this is what they kind of look in sunlight. I think they're really pretty. Okay, so the packaging is very similar. It comes into the twist type of packaging. So it twists up and then you can twist it back down. Don't worry, it comes back down. Let's start with the shimmery forest green, and I have absolutely no eye primer. All I have is my concealer, and that's the Haus Labs concealer that I put all over my eyelids. Let's zoom you in, and I'm gonna do it how I normally use the other ones as well, and just put this all over the bottom part of the eyelid like this. So you can see how creamy they are and how easy it is to just work. You can use your finger. So I like to do like dragging motion and then also pat. So don't be scared, because look how nice it diffuses the shade, and it gives it this nice smoky effect, but also very wearable. So you can also bring it up. I'm going to put it now in the crease. So you can pair this however you want to wear them. And I'm going to go with a MAC 217 brush, which is more of a flat brush. And use this to kind of diffuse it up here and bring it upwards. So you have enough time to work with this. I love that this ones have some shimmers. It's just not, there's not a lot of shimmers, but it's just different than the mattes. The mattes are just pure matte. Here you see a little bit of a shimmer in them. So pretty. So let's bring it up even higher so you guys can see better. And I'm gonna try use a blending brush, the 224S by MAC as well, just to blend this. So they do work very good with the finger. You have enough time to blend. They're just really pretty. I know that I'm speaking from my own experience. This is all I wore on my vacation in Hawaii. This is what I wear every day at home as well, because they're just so easy to use. And this ones, I was a worry because they said shimmery, but I wanted to try these shades. I didn't want to go too light, so I wanted to pick some shades up that actually will show up on my eyelid. And I think that these are really, really pretty. So you can see the sun coming through. Let me close this blinds so that you can see a little bit better. I'm gonna bring you in outdoor light so you can see how they work as well. But let's go ahead and apply on the bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go directly with the actual pencil and go close to the lash line. And then you can go in with a brush. I'm gonna use the same one. I'll try the MAC 217 and just diffuse it a little bit here. But look how easy it is. They're not patchy. They're very long lasting. They don't smudge off. They're just beautiful. And these are my favorite eyeshadow sticks, cream eyeshadow sticks ever. I do have some by Laura Mercier, but there's no comparison there. This actually, I always gravitate towards this. yeah, so this is the Forest Shimmery Green. Let me zoom you in so you guys can see a little bit better. So this is what it looks like on the eye. Very, very pretty. It looks very similar to what the actual pencil or eyeshadow stick looks like in the packaging. So you can also use this like this, or you can pair it with any of the other ones if you want the taupe one or like this light one right here as a transition shade. You can do that, but these are one and done eyeshadow sticks. I love this color. Okay, so let's move on to the Espresso one, which is this, where is it? Right here. It has more of a red undertone, but not as red as cinnamon. It's kind of in between cinnamon and bark. It's this shade right here. So let's go ahead and apply this and make sure there's no creasing on the eye. And I'm just gonna go directly on the eyelid. So you don't have to be precise. You just put it all over the eyelid. You can go in with your finger and blend. So pretty. And look how fast that's done. That's it. And then you can even bring it upwards. So let's bring it upwards with the same shade and go in with like a blending brush and just blend it. But like I said, you can use a lighter shade for the transition. But in this case, I'm just going to use this because I know that a lot of you want something really quick and you don't want to add another shadow to your eye. You want to just use this and be out the door. So I want to show you that you can just use this one. So actually it pulls a little bit more grayish, not as red. So it's not as, I don't know, it's right here. I'm talking about this one. So it's not as red. So you can see that when you blend it, it actually looks very nice and smoky. This one has the green undertone. This has more of a gray undertone. So we can add a little bit more to intensify, and then you can use a flat brush. Let's use this flat brush and see how it works. So you can see that when I use the flat brush, when you put another layer on top of it, make sure you use your finger because the warmth of the finger kind of melts the product and it lets you blend. This is only when you go with a second layer. Don't use a brush. If you were to use a brush, because you already have that waterproof sticky eyeshadow layer already underneath, it's harder to blend. So always use your finger if you wanna use a second layer, so keep that in mind. But other than that, look how pretty this looks. Very fast. So now go with the same one underneath the eye. You can create this quick liner, and with the brush you can just kind of smudge it and blend it. That was so fast. I am so excited about this eyeshadows. So I see this is more intense because it's espresso, and the green one you can see it's more soft. That is very pretty. So fast and so easy. I'm loving it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to quickly apply some mascara, and I'm gonna use my MAC Haute and Naughty Lash Mascara, and I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts and let you know which shades I will recommend to you. Okay, so here is a close-up. First of all, the blush is stunning. I definitely recommend this Clinique blush, and this is again the one in the Black Honey Pop. It's so pretty. It's not as intense, and a little bit goes a long way, and it's very nice and glowy, shiny, healthy. It looks really beautiful on the cheek. I'm loving it. So if you don't want to invest in the Dior ones, this is a good one for your cheek. Very similar finish. Now, when it comes to the Bobbi brown eyeshadow sticks, okay, so like I said, I have the 3 from before, which you guys, you already know I have a review on this. And then I picked up these 2 new shades. Now, they're new to me. It's not like they came up with new ones, but I wanted to try the shimmery ones because I want to show you guys whether you would like the shimmery ones or not. I love this both. I can't pick a favorite. It's very difficult to pick a favorite. I love green because green is my favorite color, and I think it looks really nice with my eye color, but I also love the espresso one because it's more darker, so it actually makes the eyes look a little bit smoky. What I'm finding with them is, keep in mind, you do feel the eyeshadow, the cream eyeshadow on your eye when you blink. You do feel something. They are waterproof, so they're supposed to really stick to your eyelids, but it's not something that bothers me. But I wanted to let you know so that you know that it's a little bit different than when you apply a powder eyeshadow that feels more lighter. This feels a little bit more, you feel it on the eyelid, not like a regular powder shadow. So I wanted to let you know, but it's not bothering me at all. So here's the green one with shimmers. It's called Forest. So it's like a shimmery forest green. And then here is the espresso one, which is a shimmery espresso shade. So which ones do you like better? They are shimmery. You can tell the difference because the matte ones are here and the shimmery ones are here, but they're not too shimmery. So they are very wearable on a day-to-day basis. And the matte ones are right here. And I love each and every one of them. I love each color because these are the 3 shades that I think you can always wear even for a day look. You can bring it to a night look by creating a smoky eye. And I think by adding these 2 shimmery shades, which are on the darker ones, I don't really want to buy anything light. I like this darker shades because they actually, you can see them pop on the eyes. You can actually wear them day or night or evening. I think that they're just so pretty. So it's very hard to choose one shade to recommend. But if you want to try a Bobbi brown eyeshadow stick in a shimmery version, these 2 are perfect. I wouldn't pick any light ones, but you can. In the shimmery version, they could actually look really nice. But I would pick this green and brown, and you kind of have 2 shades, or just go with one, whatever color you prefer. You don't need both. And if you were to pick any of the matte ones, like I said again, maybe I would choose between the Bark, which is this darker one, and the Taupe. Taupe is one of my favorite because you can use it all over the eyelid or as a transition shade. This shade is really pretty, which is the lightest one right here out of them all. So those are the ones I would choose. So I would choose maybe, I don't know, the green one and maybe the Taupe one from the matte one. And yeah, so here's a very, very close-up of the eyes. And I think they look really pretty. Now, are they worth it? $44. It's very expensive. So, but I'm happy I have them. I can't say go ahead and buy them, but you won't be disappointed if you do buy them. They last you a long time, very easy to travel with. All you need is one of the sticks all over the eyelid, and it brings your look just to another level very quick, and you're out the door. So again, it's very helpful for someone who works long hours, is away from home, or someone who is busy and wants to put this look very quickly together without spending too much time doing makeup. These eyeshadow sticks are perfect. Also, they're perfect for anyone, but like I said, they don't smudge, they don't budge. You have enough time to work with them. They're beginner friendly. They are waterproof. I did go swimming with them, and they don't crease, they don't flake, there's no fallout. So easy to use. If you have no brushes, you can use your finger. Very quick look on the eye. I love them. You can use them as eyeliners only, so you don't have to use them all over the eyelid. You can just use them under the eyes because they're waterproof and they're not gonna budge the whole day. They're not gonna flake or smudge. Love, love, love them. So I definitely recommend them. I'm happy I have them. I hope you guys like them as well. And that's it for me today. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.